Welcome back to the channel. Today we are up north Michigan at the cabin. We're going to solve a problem that causes me much anxiety. One of the worries, concerns that I have often when I am up here at this cabin, or actually when I'm not here, is something going to go wrong? Is there going to be a problem? Is there a tree going to fall in the cabin? Is there going to be an electrical problem? Or will there be a water leak somewhere? So I've done my best to have some cameras up here and other smart devices that I can control and monitor almost everything up here at the cottage, except for one thing that I still have concerns about, and that is the water. So today we're going to get inside here because it's cold. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to solve that problem. We're going to install a smart water valve that is going to allow us to monitor, shut off the water, turn it on remotely, but it will also automatically detect leaks if they happen when I'm not here, and it will automatically shut off the water before any damage happens. So what we have is this. It is a Frizz Life. This is a company that makes all kinds of other water things, water purifiers. They have under-the-counter water purifiers and tabletop water purifiers and other devices and products. But this is a smart valve, or an automatic water shutoff, smart water controller, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to get this installed today. It's very simple to install. It has an in and an out. But what this does is allows us from an app, whether we're here at the cabin or remote at home, we can this will shut the water off, and it also detects water flow, water temperature, water usage, and if there's any leaks, even drips, and somewhere something froze or broke or whatever, this will detect that and it will shut the water off, and it will let us know, so that we can get up here and check things out, but it will save a lot of damage. So let me show you what we have and what could happen if we had a leak. If you've been following along with the channel, I renovated a bunch of things in this little cottage. We installed a laundry here, a new shower on the other side, the bathroom's on the other side of this wall, and also a water softener. We have a lot of water devices in here right now with this water softener and all the piping that goes with that. The water lines here, the water lines behind the washer and dryer, the drains, the shower drains, the bathroom on the other side. The concern I always have is, what if the furnace stops working and I don't get to it quick enough? It's right now 5 degrees outside. It'll get cold in here quick. Something freezes and breaks. If one of these fittings fails or something in the water softener starts leaking, because this thing cycles when we're not here, water would just flood in here. It would wreck the floor, it would soak through. I mean, we might not be up here for weeks, and it would just destroy this place. We want to make sure that does not happen, which is where this smart valve comes in. So let me show you where I'm going to put it and what we need to do to get it installed. We'll get it popped in, we'll get it set up, and we'll give it a test. So you want to install this as close to the water source in your house as possible. If you have a utility room in a basement or something like that, you want to put this right after your well pump and your expansion tank, right when the source comes in. In our case, we do have a crawl space under here. This comes right from the well pump downstairs in the crawl space, and it comes right up through the floor here to this main shutoff valve. So what we're going to do is we're going to install this right in this little utility room. We're going to move the valve down, the manual valve. We'll put the automatic valve in after that. So all we need to do is just do a couple PEX fittings here and get this threaded in place. I've got some very basic stuff to get this installed, some type of channel locks or pipe wrenches or crescent wrenches. I've got my PEX tool here, some PEX clamps, 3/4 inch PEX clamps. I have a few PEX fittings, including a 3/4 inch PEX to female threaded adapter. These are the adapters that come with the unit, so this threads right onto it. It goes from our 1 inch to our 3/4, and then it also comes with some pipe tape and a power cord for it to charge it up or leave it plugged in to power source. So this is really all I'm going to need to get this installed, and it shouldn't take too long. But you always want to make sure that you wrap the tape in the direction that you're going to be turning. So you want that last piece of tape, the flap, to be left pointing that way, so that when we screw our fitting on here, it's going to not catch it. If the flap of the tape were up on this side, as you spun this on there, it would catch that and it would ball up in there and you actually end up with a leak. The 1-inch adapter that this comes with has a gasket in it, and so you don't need to put any pipe tape on that first thread. So we have our valve before the new smart valve. Have the smart valve put in, and then that goes to our filter, then through our water softener, and then to everything else in the house. The one thing that I didn't show, there's a power cord that it comes with that hooks up to the back. It does have a battery, but I'd rather leave it plugged in all the time so I don't have to worry about it. So right now I just have a temporary cord in this area. I don't really have any other power outlets around here. So it comes with the USB box and the USB power cord for it, so that'll keep it powered up at all times. It comes with a couple quick start guides. There is a Frizz Life app that you download. You can use the QR codes on the side or the guides that come with it. Once we get this connected to the Wi-Fi, we will be able to then control everything from the app. You can control it from here too, but it's a lot easier from the app. So I've got the app downloaded and installed, and I've hooked up the device to the Wi-Fi, and so we're all synced up here. Now I can control this device from the app, so I can actually turn the water off completely. I can do that from anywhere. So remotely, if I'm at home, I can turn the water off, or I can turn it on before I get there and let the water softener run, so I can control this completely ahead of time. So with the protection, you can actually do a couple different things. You can either have it continuous water flow volume, so you can set it to a certain amount. So let's say if a 250 gallons runs, then it's going to shut. It's going to say that's a leak. Something's bad. I don't want to let that much water run. I'm going to instead say if we have water running continuously for longer than half an hour, that'll cut your showers short, then it's going to automatically shut this off. Let's say you have a reverse osmosis system or something like that that continually draws a small amount of water. You can put this setting on here that'll allow that by. I don't want that. This way, even if there's a small leak, like a really small leak, if that continues for 30 minutes, it's going to shut the water off automatically. So that's the way I want to keep it set when I'm not here. Let's just test the valve itself, make sure that it works. So I'm going to turn the faucet on, and then we'll shut the valve off. So the valve is turning off. It takes about 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds for it to shut off completely. I have a filter and some things that are actually higher than this, so it's draining all that water out of the pipe, but it is off. And the valve's turning back on now. And it's at full again, so the valve on and off is working great. So now everything is complete at this cabin. We have the water softener installed, we've got the laundry installed, we've got all the new plumbing and everything installed, and we have the smart valve. So now I can monitor the water usage remotely. This is one of those things that just has stressed me out a few times, especially in the winter when the temperatures are this cold. If that furnace goes out for any reason, stops working, and I don't get notified even for 5-6 hours when it's this cold, stuff can start to freeze in here, and I want to be able to shut that water off. Now, a lot of times when we're not here, I've been keeping the water shut off. However, now that I have the water softener, I do like the water softener to cycle at least once a week. I don't like to leave that dry. And other things too, the reverse osmosis. I like to have ice in the freezer when we come up here. And so there's lots of reasons why we would like to just leave the water on and be able to just monitor it. And so now we can do that. So this is the Frizz Life LP365. I will put a link in the description and all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have experience with these things, if you have any tips or tricks to share with me and everyone else watching. We'd love to hear from you out there who have have used something like this in the past. A few more cabin videos will be coming up. We've got some updates to give you guys, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you next time.